Welcome back to MustacheMoto. It's Ben, and today I'm going to review the Ancel MT500 motorcycle scan tool. Alright, you know I don't normally do unboxing videos, but I thought I'd show a little bit of an unboxing with this one because it's got so much cool stuff in it. So of course you got your user's manual here, and then inside the scan tool, which is actually a very cool, well-made, solid feeling device here. Charger, of course, because it's wireless, battery operated, I mean. And then we've got your normal OBD2 scan plug here. Now this goes into the BMW. For the R1250GS, you plug that right in. You can also use it in your car. So I checked on my Volkswagen, I've got a Jetta, and I've got an old Saab, and they plug in, and I can do a whole bunch of, you know, very complex sensor readings, things like that, through the computer of the car. But this is the cool part. So underneath, look at all these different adapters that come with it. I mean, we've got a couple of different Honda ones. We've got Kawasaki. We've got Yamaha, a different Kawasaki one, and then you can either get, and there's a Suzuki one in here too, I should say. You can either get an American set or a European set. So the European set comes with set up for BMW and Ducati. The American one has BRP, Polaris, and Harley. So you got to decide whether you're more skewed towards American bikes or European bikes. Obviously, since I'm a BMW rider, I'm going for the European one. But the really cool thing is we've got all these other adapters. I mean, I'm actually pretty agnostic when it comes to motorcycles. I've also got an old Suzuki, no OBD2 sensor on that. But who knows what I'm going to buy next? Could be Honda, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha, who knows? And so with this, I can actually tap into the computers on any of those bikes. So that's the unboxing. Let's hook it up on the bike, and I can show you what it'll do for you. All right, let's go ahead and get this plugged into the motorcycle and see what it can do. So I've got the test port pulled out here. That's the OBD2 cord. I'm going to plug this in. I'll mention I also have this on a battery tender because while you're doing this, you want the bike in the on position but not running, unless you're looking for the data streams and you want to check idle and other things like that. But I'm not going to have the engine running, so I got it plugged in, and I'm going to turn the bike on, and I just don't want to kill the battery. So let me go ahead and do that. You can see this is already firing up. It automatically fires up when you plug it in. So we'll let that get going. Make sure. Let's see, I'm not sure why my screen can't turned off there, but we'll run with it. All right, so you got a little disclaimer, and this is touch screen. Real nice screen on it. So we got Moto Diagnostics and Service. Let's go here, and you can see OBD2, BMW, Ducati, KTM, Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki, Triumph, Yamaha. So I'm going to go with the BMW, since that's what we're working on. Okay, we'll click there. Load up some data. Okay, diagnostics. And we are at older version, up to 2023. All right, we're going to go by model because I don't want to type in the VIN number. Go past it, R1250GS, and it's the 2017 to 2020. All right, okay. All right. Auto scan, so we can check all of these different computers, basically. So we're going to go to engine first. Nope. Sorry. Click the arrow there. Let's look at DTC, diagnostic trouble codes, and there's a bunch of them on here. So the reason there's a bunch of them on here is I just replaced my battery recently, and so with the low battery and it not starting, it throws all sorts of codes. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe all these codes off. Let's go here, clear trouble codes. Yes, please confirm. Switch, ignition switch is on, but the engine is not running. Okay. Erase fault code successful. All right, we've got no fault codes left. That's awesome. But of course, if you were having problems, you could go through there and read them and see what was going on. Read data streams, live data. So, you know, you can pull all sorts of stuff. You know, let's electronic fuel or electric fuel pump. Oops, you click there. And you can do multiple of these at a time if you want. So fuel pump, it shows me the values, units. You know, I don't have enough knowledge to know exactly what these should be. If I had a problem with the bike, you know, and I needed to check these things, I would get online and figure out what the values are supposed to be. Let's see, under special functions, it gives you a warning. It wants you to put in a password, which it tells you is 123, because you can reset traction control device, reset accelerator, grip adaptation values. So there's a lot of stuff you can go in here and adjust and fix, but it's just warning you, you don't want to screw some things up. So I'm not going to do all of that stuff, but you can. All right, I'm going to go back and let's see, log out of the system. We're going to back up here. Service lamp reset. That's one that a lot of people are going to want to do. We're going to go to that. And we can go special function, agree, 1, 2, 3, okay, read and set service data, read and set service interval. Okay. Okay, so the current gives me the current vehicle's date. Does it match? If the current date is correct, press OK. Go back. So you can do all the resets here. Okay, current partial mileage service. Set the partial service mileage according to the initial value. We're not going to actually do any of this stuff, but you can do it. So you can get in there and you can read all these different parameters. When the bike is running, you can look at engine speed. You can check if switches are working, if they're what position they're in, if they're on or off. Really, it's a lot of stuff. Now, they said that you can repair or pair new tire pressure sensors. I've got a question into them because I couldn't figure out how to do that. So if you had to replace them because the battery died, you should be able to reset and pair a new one with this device. I'm going to turn the engine off because that buzzing noise that you can probably hear there. That's a little easier on the ears, or at least on my ears. You can also go in and you can actuate the ABS pumps if you're doing a brake flush, things like that. You can readjust the position on the throttle grip to make sure it's reading correctly. A whole bunch of stuff. So let me talk about who is this right for, because this is about $500 for this unit. I'll link both an Amazon account or an Amazon link below, and then you can also order directly from them. This is great if you might have other motorcycles now or in the future other than BMW. If you're solely BMW and you're not going to ride anything else, there's probably two options that could be better. One, if you're only doing light work like resetting the service light, things like that, you can use the Moto Scan for BMW, and then I'll link, it's a special OBD2 sensor you got to get for that. You're talking about $80 maybe for the unit that plugs into the bike, and then you can use an Android phone to go in and adjust stuff. So you get out of that, depending on which level of the software you buy, for about $150. The GS911 is much more capable and probably does more on the BMW than even this unit will, but it's only BMW. And I think they're about $400 somewhere in there. Only BMW, you can only use it on 10 different VIN numbers. I think it's like locked down to that. So you can't just, buy one for your BMW club and use it on everybody's bike. This one you could actually use on as many motorcycles as possible. It's not limited in that respect. So if you're only BMW, you're a light mechanic, like if you're doing oil changes, things like that, and you want to reset the service light, I'd go with the Moto Scan and the OBD2 LX, I think it's called, scan tool. If you're only BMW and you're much more involved in working on it and adjusting things, GS911 might be good. But if you're agnostic and you want to be able to work on lots of different motorcycles, this Ancel is really a sweet device. Touchscreen, battery powered, comes with all the plugs, and does a whole lot of stuff. And you can use it on your car, which is pretty cool too. So if you work on your bike, think about getting one of these things. I'll link all the stuff below. Now get out there and ride.